I've been hyping myself up to read the book. I finally went on vacation and I read it. If there was any question that I had any intelligence, the fact that I accidentally bought 2 books on Amazon, your boy's pretty dumb. But I do have one available where we can have it given away because it's paid for already. The book can be found on Amazon. You know, it's a really good story, man. It was one of the first times in my life I'd ever read a book where I can imagine, like, the main character. Like, I didn't have to imagine and build that image in my brain.
I was a program director. It was, you know, when a band makes a last album, they should just kind of call it quits. Did like one more summer and it was like the worst summer ever. A girl broke my heart and I'm like, I'm going to Virginia for a summer camp on steroids. And I didn't know how long I was going to be there for, but I found out all the kids were there for a year. I'm like, well, if you guys are here for a year, then I'm going to commit to a year. Worst year.
So I'm
like, all right, well, I'd feel like a bitch if I was here for 2 months and left. Most people don't make it.
Is this like not a typical summer camp? Or
it's like a therapeutic boarding school.
That was the transition.
Hockey was like, you know, dining hall, food, and campfires.
You're there to have fun.
And the other one was pushing wheelbarrows and digging stumps. And
I actually had to Google what a Matic Axe was.
Yeah, I got a tattoo kind of commemorating. The hardest year of my life, I think maybe the most purposeful. Once you make it to your year mark, you get this big speech and everyone is really proud of you. A lot of staff don't make it that far.
And there was no shot you were going to stay longer.
No. I thought for a minute I might like go through the ranks and be like a, you know, director and like the hardest therapist at any ACA conference, but at that point, I was ready to leave.
Where are these kids coming from? What is your role to them?
Kids that are about to go to juvie, and this is their last step. So they tried all PHP, IOP, outpatient programs. Right. They tried residential, you know, just summer camps. They tried alternative schools, and they're like, this is it. You're here for a year or you're going to juvie. There's kids all over the country. Kids from Texas. There was a kid from Jersey. You know, kids that were local. There was a kid from the Cayman Islands that went there. You know, the hardest kids in each place that they grew up in. And then they had group leaders where you kind of help guide these young men to their year mark so they can leave and move on with their lives.
These are not subtly bad kids. These are like physically violent, like behavioral.
I was 24, I think.
We have kids.
Yeah.
I'm 36. I can barely manage the patience for 2 toddlers, and you're saying that at 24 you were with a camp full of, you know, behaviorally inept
future
kids.
criminals.
Yeah, where do you get that fucking patience?
Without the
it was their last chance. And it felt like my last chance too, I think. Yeah, I kind of felt like I was in the trenches with them trying to figure out the rest of my life while they were. So I kind of felt for them in a way.
It seemed like you were in the trenches. Like they had you digging up stumps and chopping down trees, and like you guys built everything.
Oh yeah,
from your sleeping quarters to your cooking quarters, and you even built a weight bench. Like that's fucking crazy. Like, and I'm looking through, and I'm like, I don't really see one official building or anything. It's all built by the campers and the staff. When a kid would get punished, you would get punished as well. I really can't bitch about it because you're there to kind of guide them and show them like this is how it's done.
Yeah, as their mentors, because they're like, oh, go dig a stump while I sit here and watch. Like, all right, we're gonna dig a stump together and work through this.